everyone. We are the Group 3 and we are here to discuss the topic academic writing. But first, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Jefferson and I have here my members, Paul Antiquina, Margita Rodriguez, Eliza Aurelianida, Jamel Campo, Fernando Montisa, Dro Villarin, Edwin Siliote, and Raymar Blanker. So, what is academic writing? So academic writing, it is a process of writing analytically, a breaking down of ideas with the purpose of presenting information that depicts a clear understanding of a certain subject. So academic writing, also it is a process of presenting ideas in a rational, organized, systematic, reasonable, and logical way. So there are four characteristics of academic writing. First, we have here the plan and focus. Second, the structure. Third, the evidence. Fourth is a formal in tone and style. So let us focus first in the plan and focus. So it answers the question and demonstrates an understanding of the subject. So structure, it is coherent, written in logical order, and brings together related points and material. Evidence. So it demonstrates knowledge of the subject area, support opinions and arguments with evidence, and is referenced accurately. Formal in tone and style, so it uses appropriate language and tenses, and it is clear, concise, and balanced. So here are the list of documents for academic writing. We have here the book reviews, essays, research report, research proposal, scientific paper, academic journal, dissertation and thesis, and lastly, abstract.
So let's talk about the types of academic writing. So there are types of academic writing which are expository, narrative, descriptive, argumentative. First, we have expository academic writing. So this type of academic writing that aims to explain, clarify, or inform the reader about a specific topic in a clear, logical, and structured manner. It is commonly used in academic settings because its primary purpose is to present facts, ideas, and evidence without personal opinions or emotional language. This type of academic writing that explain and give clear information about the topic. It is organized, logical, and based on facts. Also, it does not include our personal opinions and personal emotions. That's the expository academic writing. So next, we have narrative academic writing. When we say a narrative academic writing, it is a style of academic writing that focuses on telling a story, recounting events in a structured and meaningful way while still maintaining academic standards. Unlike purely creative narratives, this type of writing is used in scholarly context to illustrate concepts, share experiences, or present research in a more engaging manner. So that is narrative academic writing.
Descriptive academic writing is a type of writing that focuses on describing a concept, process, or phenomenon in detail. Its main goal is to provide a clear and vivid explanation so the reader can understand the subject thoroughly. This type of academic writing explains or describes information without giving an opinion. Argumentative academic writing. Argumentative academic writing is a form of academic writing that combines two distinct approaches, description and argumentation. In this style, the writer provides a detailed and vivid description of a subject, object, event, or concept, while simultaneously using that description as a foundation to support a specific claim or viewpoint. This type of academic writing takes a position and support it with evidence to persuade the reader.
So we have here the purpose of academic writing.
Good day everyone, I'm Raymond Blanca and today I'll be talking about our purpose of academic writing. So when we talk about academic writing, the main goal is not just to write randomly. It has a purpose. Sometimes we write, inform, impress with, or even entertain. There are also different types. So first, which are exposition, description, arguments, and persuasion, and narrations. So first one is expositions. This this is when we explain or clarify some things so reader can understand the topic better. Next, description. This type focuses on describing a thing, place, person, or event so that reader can picture it. Next, arguments and creations. Here we give reasons and evidence to convince the reader to agree with us. And lastly, narration. This is basically storytelling. We tell what happened in a sequence.
Next is audience of academic writing. First is the audience. The audience is the actual person who will be reading your paper. So this means it is the person who you will be writing is for. Now, for example, if you write an essay, the audience is the person who will read and grade it. In an academic setting, your audience is generally your professor, your classmates, and sometimes other professors who may be assessing your work at the end of the semester. Therefore, critical to consider how you will articulate your ideas in order to reach a desired objective for that specific audience. Rhetoric and style of academic writing. Academic papers are written in formal academic tone, so they must be free of glitches and slang language. You must also ensure that your writing does not include language that may be considered offensive or sexist. Here are an examples. I think the author is wrong about the issue versus I disagree with the author's perspective on this issue. Second, she was acting crazy versus her behavior was unacceptable. Avoid making generalizations about a given point, especially when you are providing a strong evidence to defend your claim. Instead, use like most, may, it seems, and etc. Here is the last example. Teenagers love Apple products versus most teenagers love Apple products. Or, it seems that most teenagers are attracted to Apple products.
So, sentence structure is while your goal is not to impress your audience, academic writing is certainly more involved and requires a higher level of sophistication compared to high school writing. So, you are therefore expected to vary your sentence form using complex and compound sentence structure. And translation helps you establish relationship between ideas and paragraphs and improve the overall quality of your writing. And the most common translation are conjunctive adverbs such as moreover, therefore, consequently, etc. And also transitional phrases like in addition, in contrast, etc. And next, content. Consider your reader's familiarity with the content of your writing. Assess your reader's background, knowledge of the topic, and their ability to understand implication and reference. In general, The less your audience knows about your topic, the more details you must present to ensure clarity.
Structure of academic writing. Introduction, body, conclusion. The introduction opening paragraph basically accomplish the following goals. Number one, gives the overviewing or background of the topic in numbered terms. The introduction should tell the reader what the topic is generally about. Kedua, narrows the scope of topic. So, after the given board idea, it become more specific and connects directly to main point of the presentation or essay. Katulo, prepares the reader for what is coming next. It tells or hints what will be the discussed in the body of the writing. Kapat provides the main point. It's a mention of the key ideas that will be explained later and why they matter. Kalima grabs the reader and attention. A good introduction should make the reader interested and want to continue reading.
Next is the body. Developmental paragraphs or body paragraphs are the heart of an essay. First, contains only one main idea stated by the topic sentence of that paragraph. Second, analyzes the evidence. Third, directly supports the thesis statement. Fourth, paragraphs are arranged in logical progression. Then fourth, the paragraphs should owe from one to the next and have eternal fluidity while presenting supporting evidence to the paragraph's main point, a short statement, usually one sentence that summarizes the main point or claim of an essay, research paper, and etc., and is developed, supported, and explained in the text by means of So lastly, conclusion. The conclusion is the summary paragraph. It should accomplish the following. First, clearly restates the thesis sentence but not in verbatim form. Second, briefly summarizes the evidence presented in the writing. And lastly, provides a final judgment on the subject matter discussed by tying all themes and ideas together.
Why use citing sources? Citing sources. Why use quotation, paraphrases, and summarize? First, are required for each main point since the author cannot include personal feelings or opinions. Second, are clearly identified in proper required formatting, form, and style. Third, provide evidence to support the argument of the writing. Fourth, are used at strategic places in the writing to support statements math. The difference between quoting and paraphrasing. Quoting. Using the exact words from a source, enclose the quotation marks. Second, paraphrasing. Restating the original text in your own words without changing its meaning. Third, summarizing, condensing the main ideas of a text into a shorter version.